Okay, folks, as you guys saw on my live. Today, it was horrible, whoa. But I'm making the video today. The OFNA Twin Titan did not want to work at all. But it's not the truck itself. It's not its fault, it's both engines. They are both giving me issues. Mainly clutch bell issues, but on this video, I decided to go ahead, break into it. So guys, sit down, get your popcorns ready. And please subscribe, hit the like button. If you do enjoy videos like this.
All right, folks, what's up, man? Robrismo, man. Here we go, man. I decided to go ahead and try to remove this transmission. Now, I don't know how this is going to go. To be honest, I think we're definitely going to try to get this transmission out. So, looks like all I have to do is remove these right here, and this will come out. And maybe if I'm lucky, I highly doubt it though, but maybe I'm lucky, maybe two in the bottom, or these two screws here, and this should come out. Let me show you guys. So I'm thinking maybe those two screws right here. See that? This one right there? Going back at it. So I'm thinking, hold on. Let me zoom in to where, right there. Maybe removing that screw right there. So let's see how this is going to work. Now, we got two problems. We have to remove this engine out because this one is okay. We have to move this engine out because the clutch belt is loose now, but she did, however, lock up on me, but I think I know why. So it could be because of this. Maybe this locked her up. I mean, I don't know. It's working now. It seems like everything is okay. I mean, maybe. I don't know. So, but she's completely removed now. It is completely removed. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we could get these things removed real quick. All right. So, let's see what we're looking at here. Okay. Let me see what we're looking at. All right, so let's go ahead. Now, I didn't want to do this. I really did not want to. Let me see if I could get you guys to. Man, this thing is so big. All right, right there. Let's get this out the way. All right, I think we're good now. All right, so I'm gonna try to get this thing out. I want to record this, guys, because that way I know where every screw goes, right? Well, that's the idea of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. That way I know how everything goes, right? All right, guys. So go ahead. I'm unscrewing these things. But it doesn't break loose, so I have to go ahead and get another size. There's some screws in there that you have to take off to release that. All right, there you go. Just got to remove one. We'll put the screw right back on. So that way this don't get lost. All right, so we got that out the way. Now, like I said, the idea is to get this thing out, right? So I'm thinking these two screws are on here. I don't know if that's going to help out, but I don't know, really. I don't really know. Let me see something. Let's turn her around. See what we're looking at here. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like if I remove those two screws, this whole setup just comes off. And yeah, it looks like that's it. I mean, the owner's manual shows this being a separate part. So I'm thinking that it'll work. Yeah. See what happens. It's definitely getting damaged. See that? So the teeth are rubbing against this right here by the looks of it. So we want to definitely work on this thing, get this thing fixed. So let's try to see if we can make this work. So, all right, guys. So I grinded a screw off, but then I noticed something. Something happened. The bottom pieces here and the bottom side started moving. Turns out you can slide it off. So on this one, I have to take out the brake disc so I could get this piece to come out. So I have to get the brake disc off. So I'm working on finding a way to get this off somehow. All right, guys. So here we are. We're going to work on getting this thing off. Now, the bottom, I could not get these engines out. The screws are completely stripped, and they always been stripped. What I've done is I've taken out the heads off the engine and taken off the engines off the motor mount. But I don't want to do that no more. I want to get those engines out completely. But for now, I'm going to go ahead. The idea is to take off both these fuel tanks so I could get into that. And that's what I'm doing. I am taking off both tanks. As you guys know, I have to remove that part. I have to remove the brake disc. That's the only way to do it. All right. So I am now putting back those screws that I took off. So I'm sizing up those nuts that are holding the brake disc and brake calipers. Yeah, you could basically call it like that. So I'm doing that right now. Sizing it up, found the right size, and we're gonna go ahead and wrench that out. But yeah, turns out it's not that hard to remove that top upper part of the transmission. The only thing that's in your way is gonna be the servo, so it really can't get in there. But I was lucky enough to find those little something small enough to get in there, wedge it in there, and to be able to take it off. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. Do not come off the wrong way. Come on. Damn. Yeah. Ah, shit. All right. Let's try to see if we can get this thing. I don't want the spring to come off. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go, guys. So that's the brakes. See, the springs are in there. So I do not want that to go nowhere. I want that to have the spring. Okay. So these are the brake disc. Put this guy right here. Brake disc. Aluminium brake disc. Sure. Now this should come off. There we go. There we go. The transmission should come off. There we go. Now we have the transmission. Now we could go ahead. Check this out. Look at that. I mean, now, guess what? Not that hard to work on this transmission. Not that hard, guys. Pretty cool. So I guess the same concept would be if you needed to work from the bottom. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, guys. I like that. The fact that you need to work on the top, you work on the top, and then get the top done. So, clutch bell again on this engine caused an issue by the looks of it. This one, open, but I think, see that? Definitely needs work. So the clutch bell on this one needs work. The clutch bell on this one, it's okay. Might need to be loosened up a little bit. Maybe a little bit more loosened. I think. We'll take out these engines and work on these clutch bells and see what the hell's going on. Why is it doing that? I think it's okay. I think we're good. I mean, definitely need to get these engines fixed again. All right, let's get this truck out. All right, so we need to work on those engines, right? But for now, My main concern is working on this transmission case, right? Let's see what's going on with it. So this will go here like that. Yeah, that's how it will go. So this one's the one that goes here, right? Go like this. Yeah, this is the one that goes here. All right. The bearings do feel good. Bearings feel good. All right, bearings here feel good. Now here's the thing. I'm missing screws for this one. You could tell. Look at that. I mean, literally. There's no screws holding that. What happened to those screws that were there? So that means we have to disassemble this whole entire thing to get to that, to put this back on. Okay, so using common sense, get the bearings out. Can we slide this off? I wonder. There's your 2-speed adjustment right there. Let me show you guys. There it is. That's your 2-speed right there. Let's see. You adjust it there. Is it that one? Yeah, that's how you adjust your 2-speed. So I'm trying to figure out what happened with this. Why did this happen? The screws are all on this one. We're good. This is the first gear. First gear is good. I'm trying to take this bearings feels good. This one, I'm trying to see how the hell you take this one off. And it should be able to come off no problem. It should. Okay, I see. So I see now. She's breaking loose. So can we get her to? Okay, I think I see what's going on. We have to take it off from here. All right. Let's break this loose. She has Loctite in it. That's good. We got one bearing. I'm going to set it up the way it would go, right? So we want to do that. This is the bearing that goes in the back. So this was the one that goes in the back. So we're going to leave it like that. Then we got this guy. Goes in like that. So we're going to set it up the way. I mean, I do have the owner's manual. If anything, I always go back to it. Now you have a pin here. So we get this pin out. That pin goes here. So we're going to put it there so we don't lose it. Then we got a couple washers. So washers go here. Like that. And we'll make sure these are nice and tight. And here we go. So no damage is done. We are looking good. I think we are okay. Don't know what happened. So bearings feel good. The 2-speed feels nice. I mean, don't know what happened, guys. Why that happened, but it did. Feels good. All right. Now I don't know if this thing comes off. Does it comes off? Does it comes out completely? I mean, I don't know. It's enclosed, so you really cannot get the 2-speed out. It's enclosed. You see that? You just can't get it out. Even if you wanted to, you just can't take the 2-speed out of there, yo. That is insane. That is crazy the way that sits, right? That is crazy. All right. That is insane the way that sits, right? All right, so sorry about that, guys. what we got going on. Let's see something here. Let's see what we got going on. Looks like we'll be able to put this transmission back on quick. Oh, these were loose too. These are loose too, I think. These look like they got stripped, guys. Hold on. Well, let me see what we got going on here. All right, guys. So it turns out that they were loose. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm showing you guys how they're just breaking loose. I'm gonna go ahead and use orange Loctite on all these screws. I don't want that to happen again. Now, since I did lose all the screws on the other ones, the other 4 screws, I am going to have to look for 4 more of the screws. Now, the screws that I'm going to use for the second gear are going to be a little bit longer, but the good thing is they will not interfere. As you can see, I'm showing you guys there how much space I have. So that's good. That means I could go with longer screws on both gears actually. So if I ever did lose the screws for the first gear, I could use longer screws and they won't interfere whatsoever. That's good. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this together again. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm showing you guys the screws I'm gonna use, how they're not going to interfere. There we go. Using orange Loctite in all of them. We don't want that to happen again. I don't want these screws to break loose again. So, now I did consider using the red Loctite, but to be honest, I don't want to do that because maybe in the future, let's say these things go bad, which I highly doubt it will, but you never know. With time, I mean, it's not like this truck is being used constantly, so for those gears to go bad, I mean, it would have to be me using it every time, and I'm not doing that. So it's not like I'm using it constantly, right? So I know those gears are gonna last me a couple more years, and I don't have to worry about it. But to keep them alive, I'm gonna go ahead and use orange Loctite. Make sure that they don't come off again. So here we go. I'm sizing it. Everything's working good. Now we're going to put it back together again. There we go. Use orange Loctite and it should be good now. So everything seems to be okay. Seems to be working. All right. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get this transmission back on the truck. All right. Now we used orange Loctite. Orange Loctite, guys, is better than blue Loctite. It's a little bit stronger than the blue stuff. You can still remove it, but the best thing to do is to heat it up a little bit, and she'll come off quick. It's not that bad, right? Let me go get the truck real quick. Put it right back here. Like I said, I didn't want to work on it, but I decided why not, right? So, not bad to work on that transmission. I thought it was going to be worse, and it really wasn't that bad, guys. Like, it really wasn't that bad. So, let's go ahead. Let's get this transmission back on there. So, this goes in here like so. This is not even, this right here, this is not even being used, guys. This is just to hold everything together. That's how they built it. And all it's doing is holding everything together. That's it. That's all it's doing, right? It's not doing anything else but holding everything together. Now, mind you, guys, you can see everything seems to be good. The gears here in the bottom, let me show you guys, seems to be nice. Seems to be okay. Right? Everything seems to be nice and tight. So we're good, at least when it comes to that. see. Man, like I said, the good thing is, guys, this was not as hard as expected. It looks complicated because there's a lot of moving parts in that transmission, man. It's a lot of gears. You got gears on the bottom, gears on top, and it does looks like something that would be a headache to work on, but really it wasn't that bad. And putting it back again, it took longer to take off the brake pads and longer to put them back on. Once you put that back on, that's it, guys. It's back on, and you're set. You could put the top plate on it, and you are good. That's it. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? Hopefully, this don't happen again. Hopefully they don't break loose. But if they do, at least I know I could get to it, how to get to it, and how to fix it, right? So that's the good news. You know what? Sometimes this is good. I'm learning how to work on this truck. All right, guys, let me get this thing adjusted, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got the brake disc installed. We're good. We got good play, good movement, no drag, nothing. The only drag I'm feeling is on the transmission itself. Now that's because the clutch bells are completely locked up on both of these engines. Now that's a problem I've been having with these clutch bells. Now I did install new bearings on both engines. For some reason they went bad again. So don't know what's going to happen and why are they doing that now. But for now, we're fixing the transmission. We're getting the transmission fixed, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. And that's what I'm doing. So we got the transmission nice and fixed. We got it set up. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed again. And okay, we are good. We're looking good. Let's go ahead. Okay, all right. And let me see, make sure we're doing, yes. Okay, we're good. Good, and brakes are applied. Okay, we're good with these guys. So we got that set up. So, like I said, I'm having issues with the clutch system on these on this thing. But nothing I could do about it until take these engines out. And to be honest, guys, the engines, I don't know whether to keep them on it or leave them alone. I'm not sure, because I did look at the 28. Now the problem about the 28 is I'm going to have to convert it to pull start to make it work in this truck, because the 28 SH is a back plate. It doesn't have pull start, right? So that's the problem with the 28, right? So I had to go ahead and get that figured out, whether I want to go ahead and use the this one's a little bit tight. I wonder why. Well, it's going in. Super tight for some reason. I don't know why, but that's strange. Qué raro. That is weird. Now I'm fast forwarding this part right here. It's the same thing, the same way I took it off, right, guys? And put the screw in. Actually, for some reason it felt a little bit tight, but now it went in there no problems. We're gonna put the chassis what the hell they call this? The chassis brace back on. So we got the chassis brace back on. We're gonna get the fuel tanks on. Right now I'm working on putting the rubber washers that I like to put under fuel tanks, so that way, to keep it from cracking, so you have a little bit of movement on them. So I'm working on that. All right, let's put the other one on. So this thing is beautiful. I feel bad because I know Malo wants me to run this, but don't worry, Malo, man. I got you, buddy. Man, we're gonna make this thing. We're gonna bring this back. We're gonna run this thing. We're gonna have a good running. Malo, if you want to see this thing running, there is a video in my channel, on this channel, of this thing actually running. I mean, hardcore. Like, I hit it hard. Now, I don't remember it going into second gear. I might have to watch that video again and see if it did go to, it's on second gear. So I'm gonna have to get it on and watch that video again and watch it, and see if it does hit second gear, because I don't remember it going to second gear. I mean, if it did, then it was this problem with the transmission loosening up like that is recently. But if it never did go to second gear, then the problem has existed for a while, and I just noticed it. You know what I mean? So definitely gonna be looking into that. I have to go ahead and get into the clutch bells on these engines. What can we do? I mean, we're gonna have to get in here. I already got the transmission set up. These guys can see beautiful amount of oil. So these things are running 20%, a lot of oil, enough oil to keep this nice, and everything feels good. Yes, everything feels good. But this is not moving whatsoever. It's not moving. Now, what that tells me is these engines have locked up completely. They're locked up. See, this one is okay. I never said happy birthday to you. I think the problem is this one. Yeah, it's got to be this one. The problem is this one right here, this engine. Yeah. She's locked up, guys. She is straight up locked up. She is not having it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is so locked. Yeah, that's so locked, guys. So the clutch bell on this thing are locked. They're just completely locked. Let me see if I can get that engine out. Can I get that engine out? I don't know if I can get that engine out, guys. Can we? I don't know. We can. Let me see. Let me see if I can get that engine out. Nah. I need a... Can we get this guy? Nah. Where's the one? I got one that works for it. Hold on. Now, the problem I have on this one is that I have 4 screws under this chassis that are completely stripped. On both engines. So each one of them has a stripped screw. I was able to get one of them off, but the other one has 2 screws are completely stripped, and they're not coming off whatsoever. All right. All right, guys. Okay, so we'll work on this thing. As you guys see, grinding these screws out. But I'm almost there. We're almost there, guys, to get these engines out. At least I got one of them out. Having issues with this one, but this one, we're almost there, guys. Let me keep on hammering this. I can't find my freaking hammer. I can't find it nowhere. Don't know where it's at, but we almost got her. We almost got her out. She's loose. All I gotta do now is try to grab on it. I should be able to get her out. And she's almost loose, like I said. Almost there. See, these screws have always been damaged since day one. Then there you go. Finally, they have never been in good condition. They've always been stripped. So that's good that I actually, taking these things out. I'm actually happy that I'm actually finally going to take these things out. I did not want to deal with them, but you know what? Since we have these engines, there you go. All right, finally, another engine is out. And for some reason, like I said, it locked up. So we got to figure out what that is. We got both engines out, guys. Thank God I was able to take them out. And that was like grinding these screws down. and trying to get them out. So let me go ahead and do something real quick. Get all this metal shading out of here. There we go. Alright. Not much damage was done to the chassis in the bottom. It looks okay. Not bad. Alright. Let's get this guy out of here. Alright, so we got the chassis out. The engine's out of the chassis. Look at the mess. I mean, like I said, that she is not a shelf queen whatsoever, guys. She is used. She is a used truck, and I plan to keep on using it. That's why I bought it. I'm not putting her away. I am going to use her. So that's why I want to get her fixed, because I do want to use it. So let's go ahead and get this thing out. Beautiful. I mean, the gears are smooth. So the issue I'm having, the transmission gears are smooth, right, guys? So the issue I'm having is, sadly, is it's the engine itself, the clutch shoes. The clutch shoes on the engine, that's my issue right now. Those are my problem. I had to use all this just to hammer it down, guys. I got them out. I got it out, though. Sometimes you gotta improvise, and guess what? I had to improvise, and I did. Got them out. We'll get new screws for them. That way, I don't have to go through that shit again. And finally, I was able to get it out, right? That's the good news. I was able to get those engines out of the truck from the bottom, right? Because back then I couldn't even, like, I was just going ahead and I was getting them off from here, from the motor mount itself. So I was just getting these screws out, and I don't want to do that no more. I want to go ahead and look at the mess of oil on this thing. Look at the mess, guys. Oh wow. It's the I mean, I don't know why, but check that out. Oh. So I don't know what's going on, guys. I put new bearings in there. Don't know why they're doing that. See, this one's okay, but it's starting to tear up that new screw I put in there. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, clean up right here, and I think that's it for today on this video. I will be working on this truck, on these engines, on those clutch shoes and clutch belt on these engines, and figure out why they're doing that. I have to find the instructions on the, and it's not the engine. I think it's the clutch shoe itself. That are causing that problem. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna leave those engines there for now. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them there for now, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm done for the day because I want to rest up. I have to find new screws because these are no good. These are not going back. Just had to destroy them just to get them out. I had to figure out what I'm gonna do with the pipes, with the exhaust system. Exhaust system giving me issues, so I have to figure out how to mess with that. What to do with those? Maybe look into new headers for them. New headers. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those. Those are in the other bins right now. These are bad. These are still good. This is bad. This is good. This is good. These are bad. These are bad. So these are bad. So I have 4 that are good. I need 4 new ones. And that's gonna be a problem to find 4 new ones. Or I could just go ahead and just install one here and one here like that. I don't know. I need to find screws that are thick enough. See, these things are thick, guys. They're not like any other regular engines. Maybe I should find and see if I can find some big block screws around here somewhere. These are still good. They're still usable. So I need 4 new ones. So I have to find 4 new ones around there somewhere. And this is just bad. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that oil just spilling out like crazy, guys. That is insane. Just because. So I have to figure out why it's doing that. Why they're doing that. So these are all bad. Fixing the Thunder, the OFNA Twin Titan. This is it for today. Got the engines out finally. Got the transmission fixed finally. At least the transmission is fixed. You can see, look at that. Nice and smooth. So we got the transmission fixed. We're good. Now the question is, can I get these engines running right? Can I get the clutch bells on these things to rotate correctly and not lock up on me? For some reason, don't know what it is, but these engines are just giving me problems. Both, they're just a bunch of pain in the ass. All right, guys, peace out. So here we are, man. I already got the engine out. They're out. Let me show you something here. Now I'm over here looking at the instructions right here, right? Now here's the engines right here. Okay, don't mind. I'm recording my phone. Okay, so here's the clutch system right here. Here's the flywheel, the clutch shoes, and all that. Okay, but here's the issue I'm having. These engines they're missing parts. Now I don't know what happened to why they're missing these parts. I'm missing these 2 washers here. Now I don't know what these are. They're definitely not on here. They're not on here. I do have the bearings and the screws, but I'm missing this. Now this is the problem why these clutch shoes are locking up. The clutch bell is locking up on these engines. I'm missing these 2 washers. So I'm missing a 3x8 millimeter washer and a 5x9 by 3 millimeter washer. How do I find these things? I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hard to find these parts for this thing, but that's what I'm missing on both engines. I'm missing these washers. Non-existence. Now, can I find these things? Now, this is a same washer. Now, can I find these? Maybe I could. Maybe I might have something. Maybe I might have a 5x9 by 3 millimeter washer in my parts bin somewhere. Maybe I could find these. So yeah, it's definitely a problem. I have to find these things. I do, to make it work. So looks like clutch gear options. You could go 11 to 15 to 13 to 17. I don't know. So if we're looking at this, I don't know if these are what I have. These are supposed to be 12 to 16 tooth, right? So we got the 12 and the 16 tooth. That's what comes. So I guess the higher you go, the more speed. But I don't know if these are the same. I don't know if the previous owner upgraded the teeth on the clutch belt. I'm not sure. I might have to count those gears, but we will. Obviously this is the engine, the ones that I have. This is I don't know what engine is this, but it's definitely not the engine that I have. These are not the stock engines. But yeah, here we go. This is my issue. This is why I'm having problems. I just found out why that's happening, right? So I'm gonna have to find them somewhere online. Hopefully I'm lucky. Hopefully I'll find them, but This guy keeps on doing that. Well, you know, I'm fixing the body on the XTM. Doing whatever I can to get it fixed. This is already fixed up, and you know, it's not going to look perfect, but it's something. I might just find, if I find a body for the XCM, I'm gonna just go ahead and buy one. This guy keeps on doing that to himself. I don't know why he does that. So here's the engine, guys. Just got screws from him. Found screws from him, so that's good. At least they're not stripped. So got good screws that are not stripped for him. So yeah, that explains the problem. That explains why these things are doing what they're doing. There's no washers in there whatsoever. You guys can see nothing. Nothing. And this is how these engines were. They never had washers in them. So hold on. Let me show you guys something. Alright guys, so I took her out. Took this one off. You can see it. That's how open that is. We do have some bearings in there. Now I just found out this bearing one got just shot itself. We have to put new bearings on this one. So that's good. We found out the bearings shot. You guys can see the clutch shoes are basically new. So new bearings. This one right here, let me show you guys. Alright, so this one of the, if I remember correctly, one of the clutch shoes were bad. But that's okay. I use aluminum clutch shoe in there. Brand new one. Doesn't have so much wear on it. I mean, check out the pinch on that. So yeah, this one has huge. This one is like I said, these things had pinched. I have a lot of life in them. Now the bearings is bad on this. I'm gonna have to put a new bearing in there. That's not bad. It's not that bad of a, you know. See that? I mean, like I said, these bearings are good. Check that out. They're good bearings. Now this one is bad. I mean, it's shot. Somehow this one got away from me. I didn't notice how bad it was. Hold on. Hold on. There we go, guys. Here's the bearing right here. Check that out. How bad that looks. Look at that. Yeah, this thing is shot. Check that out. Check that out, guys. Look at that. Look at that heat that was building up on that. That's definitely a reason why it will lock up. Yeah, you could tell. Look at that. Look at that. I wonder if this shaft is still good. I'm sure it's still good. Just need a new bearing on it. I think this just shot. We'll save it because I do want to measure and get the ones that belongs to it. See something real quick. Well, this one right here. This one's still good. This one's no problem with this one. This one's still good. Yeah, this one's still good. Yeah, it's still good. That one's still good. But this one right here, this one was shot. You could tell there's some. Well, yeah. Look at that. Let me see if I can focus on that. Yeah. So I need new bearings. Shims. Any shims, bearings. Yep. Who knows what else it needs. It definitely needs something was happening in there, that's for sure. Look at that. No, you don't have to sing. You don't have to sing. Hold on, guys. He's gonna sing now. Emo, stop. I swear I thought they were good, but I guess not. So now we got new bearings. We should be good now. Should not have any issues. All I gotta do now is find the washers that's gonna fit in there. I just don't know where I'm gonna find those washers, but I'll find them. All right. I swear I thought I mean it could have been they got damaged with the heat. Since these things were coming off, they got damaged. That's why they like that. There you go. Good bearings now, all the way around. So that's good. I gotta think about buying more bearings for them. So we'll get more bearings now. The washer issue is gonna be the problem, guys, because I need to find washers for it, right? I'm gonna have to find some. Just don't know where I'm gonna find some for this thing. I don't think I even have any. But at least we found out. We gotta get another set of these. We will. We gotta get more bearings for this. And we will. Well, just gotta remember, gotta get more. Another pack of these. 2 more packs just to have them. Bearings go bad on these engines, man. They do go bad. You know, all you gotta do is just keep on. So this is gonna be interesting right here, because like I said, I don't have nothing that might work. I don't know. Well, what we found out, we had one bearing that was shot completely. The other bearings got damaged due to heat. So, and that was because these the clutch bell was coming loose. So yeah, and definitely even, let's just say I did go ahead and change them out to new ones, that definitely could have been why they got damaged, right? I mean, like I said, guys, these things were coming off and they were coming loose, so you got that writing there. Of course, it's going to overheat and go bad, right? So now my concern is to find the washers to keep that from happening. So I'm gonna look into finding washers for it, and that's it. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this video. It's long enough as it is. All right, guys, peace out. And remember, hit the like and subscribe, guys. If you want to see stuff like this, if you want to see this truck running again, hit the like and subscribe, man. Come on, give me some loving. All right, peace out. Robrismo out. Mr. Braapalicious. Always keeping these things. Brapping him. And always braapalicious, man. All right, peace out.